Have you ever walked past an abandoned house and wondered about the stories trapped within its walls? Who lived there? Why did they leave? And what did they leave behind? Today, we're re-stepping across the threshold of time to explore the hauntingly beautiful world of abandoned homes and the echoes of lives they still hold. Our first stop is a forgotten farmhouse in the heart of the American Midwest. The last calendar on the wall is flipped to August 1987. It's like the family just vanished. In the living room, a thick layer of dust covers a grand piano, its keys yellowed with age. A single piece of sheet music sits on the stand, as if waiting for a song that will never be played. Upstairs, a child's bedroom is a time capsule. Toy soldiers are set up for a final battle on a dusty rug, and a faded teddy bear stares blankly from a small wooden chair. What happened to this family? A sudden financial crisis? A tragic accident? The house doesn't give up its secrets easily, but the scattered belongings paint a picture of a life interrupted, a sudden departure from a home filled with love and music. It's a powerful reminder of how quickly our lives can change. Next, we journey to a grand decaying mansion in the European countryside, rumored to have belonged to a wealthy industrialist in the early 20th century. The ornate wallpaper is peeling in long curling strips, and chandeliers are draped in cobwebs that look like ghostly veils. In the library, thousands of leather-bound books line the shelves, their pages warped by damp and time. On a mahogany desk, an old fountain pen rests beside a dried-up inkwell and a stack of letters tied with a silk ribbon. The letters, written in elegant cursive, speak of business deals, high society parties, and a forbidden love affair. You can almost feel the presence of the people who walked these halls, their ambitions, their heartaches. One letter ends abruptly, mid-sentence. Did the writer run off with their secret love, or did their carefully constructed world come crashing down? The silence in this mansion is heavy with unanswered questions. Our third story takes us to a modest cottage on a remote coastline, slowly being reclaimed by the sea. The salt-laced air has weathered the wood to a silvery gray. Inside, the scene is one of humble simplicity. A fisherman's nets are tangled in a corner, and seashells of all shapes and sizes line the windowsill. In the small kitchen, a single cup and plate are left on the draining board. It seems this was the home of a solitary soul, someone who lived in rhythm with the tides. On a small, rickety table, we find a diary. The entries are short, simple observations about the weather, the catch of the day, and the birds that visited his window. The last entry simply reads, "The sea is calling." It's a poignant farewell, a final surrender to the powerful forces of nature that had shaped his entire existence. This little cottage isn't a story of wealth or drama, but one of a quiet life lived in harmony with the world, a life that ended as peacefully as it was lived. From a rural Japanese village, we find a traditional akiya, or empty house. The paper screens are torn, and the tatami mats are worn, but there's an incredible sense of peace here. A low table sits in the center of the main room, with petrified tea leaves in a delicate porcelain cup. The garden outside has gone wild, but you can still see the careful arrangement of stones and the shape of what was once a koi pond. Hanging in a closet is a single, beautiful silk kimono, its colors still vibrant despite the years of neglect. Who wore it? Was it for a special festival or a wedding? This house tells a story not of sudden disaster, but of a slow, quiet fading away. It speaks to a changing Japan, where younger generations move to the cities, leaving behind the homes of their ancestors. This kimono isn't just a piece of clothing. It's a symbol of a tradition and a way of life left behind. Our final destination is a deserted mining town in the American West. Here, it's not just one house, but an entire community frozen in time. The general store still has canned goods on its shelves, their labels bleached by the sun. The schoolhouse has chalk scribbles on the blackboard, and small desks are arranged in neat rows. In one of the miners' cabins, a set of worn-out work boots stands by the door, caked in the mud of the last shift. A deck of playing cards is fanned out on a table, a game of poker unfinished. When the mine dried up, the lifeblood of the town was gone. The people had no choice but to pack up what they could carry and seek their fortunes elsewhere. These houses tell a collective story of hope, hard work, and the harsh reality of boom and bust economies. It's a ghost town, not of spirits, but of abandoned dreams. Each of these homes is more than just an empty building. They are museums of everyday life, filled with artifacts that whisper stories of the people who loved, dreamed, and struggled within them. They remind us that our own homes are filled with the stories we're rewriting every single day. The objects we surround ourselves with, the notes we scribble, the toys our children play with, these are the things that will one day tell our tale. So, what story are you leaving behind? Thank you for joining me on this journey through the past. If you found these stories as fascinating as I did, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more explorations into the forgotten corners of our world. Let me know in the comments which house story resonated with you the most. See you next time.